How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Trying something a little different for a new comic book day, kind of just maybe showing you throughout my day before I go pick up comics. Hopefully you can hear me fine. I have the microphone on my shirt, but there's new comic book day. We are going to work right now. Sorry, let me put this down. We do work at 8 to 5. Sorry, you can see on me. We do work at 8 to 5. So we of course do that. That's why I pick up my comic books late, and then of course I post it the next day. So while you're watching this is Thursday, but it is actually new comic book day today. So I'm very excited. Come along with me on this video. All right, we're in the car on my way to work in some traffic right now, but I thought I'd talk about myself a little bit. I know I've been heavy on the comic book stuff. If you're watching for the comic book stuff, I appreciate you. If you're watching when I was just doing gaming, I appreciate you as well. Anybody subscribe, I appreciate you. If you're watching the video, know the love is there. But I started collecting comic books about a year ago around this time now. I started around my birthday, just wanting to get, I always liked comic characters and stories and stuff like that. So I always, wanted to try collecting it, but never did as a kid. Was never, not support, but wasn't an option really there, which is okay, no big deal. I was talking to my wife about it one day, and she was like, why don't you, start reading comic books? Because she started reading books, and I was reading books with her, but books are like a little harder, to get my attention. So it's like, why don't try comic books? I was like, I'll get one and I'll try it out. If not, cool, whatever. Started with the X-Men Krakoa's era. We started off with X-Men Volume 1 on the paperbacks, and since then I've been in love with comic books. I started with Marvel, just stuck with the X-Men, and then when that was coming towards an end, I wanted to get into a little bit of DC and other stuff besides X-Men, so I started that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, DC is my more favorite comics to collect at the moment. Excuse me. So I've been enjoying that a lot. But yeah, I've been collecting for about a year now. I do got a good stack. I got a good amount of single issues, and then I also got a good amount of paperbacks. I'm not nowhere near like some of the people that have been collecting for years now. Sorry, morning struggles. But I'm in loving it so far, and the community has been fantastic. I do post on TikTok if you're not aware. Link in the description below. But I do post POVs and little reviews and previews and card openings and stuff like that of comic book related items on there as well, so you guys can definitely check that out. But like I said, I'm on my way to work right now. I'm using my hand, sorry, you don't want to see my hand, but if you guys like this kind of extra stuff in the new comic book day videos, let me know. Maybe I'll get a little phone stand on here so I can have morning conversations with you guys on the way to work. Maybe a subject or a question or anything like that. Give me some ideas in the comments below. Other than that, like I said, I'm on my way to work. I'm in some good traffic now, so I'm gonna get off the phone. I'll see you guys soon.
All right, so I know we cut off to me going to work. At the end of the day, I'm done with work. I didn't have a way to film or anything to film while I was at work, so we just got off of work. We're gonna be heading to the first comic book store to pick up half of my selections, and then the other comic book store to pick up my other half. I think it's about like 22 to 23 comics I'm picking up. 2 of them already got told that they're gonna be delayed, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. It is what it is. If I can find it at the second comic book store, I know I can probably find one, hopefully 2 of them. Then I can just tell them, hey, hold off on those, which he's pretty cool about. So but I'm gonna go there first. I'll show you what stores I go to see my actual pickups though. I'm gonna save that for the new comic book day towards the end. And if you guys want to see the POV me going into the stores and stuff like that, check out my TikTok, like I said, in the link in the description below. But let's head to the first store.
All right, we just got here to the first location at Space Monkey Comics here in Tucson, Arizona. If you're not from here, this is a local comic shop here. This is where we pick up some of our covers, but this time we did get a good amount of comics here. So we're gonna go and pick them up, and then we'll head to the second spot afterwards. All right, so I just got done shopping for it. I got a nice little stack here. It's not too bad. I think it's like, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 6 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my comics out of the big list that I got. Now I'm gonna go pick up the rest at the other store. Head home. We'll take a look at everything that I got. All right, we just pulled up to our other LCS, which is Heroes. See if I get my 10 out of the way. Heroes and Villains, comic, toys, cards, and games. You got 3 sections here. You got games, and then over there you got the comic, and over there you got records, which is pretty cool. But we are here to pick up the rest of the comics, and then we'll head home and see what we got. All right, guys, just got out of the comic book store for our second haul right there. It's a good stack. Give you a little sneak peek. Oh, no, it'll show everything, not until yet. Now, I know I'm just showing cuts of me going into the store, out of the store, nothing inside. I do a POV again. I'm going to keep plugging it in on TikTok, so check it out. I'm not going to go into it.
but that's why it's like that. Sorry about the shakiness. Again, maybe I'll get a mount for my thing where you can see me like this and we'll have a conversation. This is the first time doing something like this. I posted these kind of videos like this angle on TikTok before, but now that I do everything with POV with my glasses and stuff like that, it's a little different content there. So I thought maybe bring it back here, get a little more into it again. I can talk to you guys if I have you guys mounted while driving, so I'm not holding the camera and too focused on that and stuff like that. So maybe something I'll do. Let me know if you guys like this kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm tilting the camera, but again, I'm about to go eat dinner with my wife. We are going to Olive Garden to go have a nice dinner because I did, surprisingly, this is funny. They don't really tip at my work. I do help customers with stuff that they need, and I helped the gentleman out with no charge and show the appreciation. He tipped me, but he didn't have cash. He tipped me in a Olive Garden $25 gift card. So with that, I was like, hey, we were going out to eat dinner anyways. We were probably gonna go eat like Chinese food, ramen, something like that. Wasn't 100% sure on it, but with that, I was like, hey, that pays for a good amount of it. Let's go to Olive Garden then. And my wife loves Olive Garden. She loves Italian food, so she's like, I am so down. So that's where we're gonna head. Maybe we'll see a little footage of that in the comic, and then if not, you'll see me cut going home, showing off the comic books and everything like that. So again, sorry if this content's a little weird, trying something different, but if you guys do like it and want me to work on a better version of it, let me know by liking the video and commenting if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, or you want just showing the comic books and stuff like that. So again, let's cut to the next part of the video. All right, guys, we are back home now from dinner. I didn't record any of that. I wanted to enjoy the time with my wife. Plus, she's feeling sick, so I didn't want to put a camera in her face and stuff like that, or show off, or be on the phone doing footage. So we're back home. We got our fat stack of comics here. We got a lot of single issues right there, and then we also got our paperback, which we'll go over last. It's a compact book, so we're gonna go over what we picked up. The first one we're going over is the number one of the first number one issue of this, and it's gonna be our number one of the week. It's gonna be Fantastic Four Fanfare issue number 1. Looks pretty cool. I like the way the cover like blends in, kind of like almost like a negative thing where like the pants and the suits all blend in with the background, which is dope. This one's supposed to be going over each character's background story, so there should be 4 issues for all 4 of them. I'm excited to go over, read this, and then I probably will do a preview or a review of it on TikTok, so check out there. All right, next we're gonna go over everything else. There's no particular order. We're just going over what came out of the bag. We got Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe one last time, issue number 2. We went with the A cover on that one. On that Fantastic Four as well, it was the A cover. Like I said, it looked awesome, so I wanted to keep it that way. But we got that A cover for the Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe one last time, issue number 2. Next, we did get a variant cover of Ultimate Wolverine, issue number 5. Got him looking pretty tough right there. I'm excited for that one. We also got a variant cover of this one, which is the all-new Venom issue number 6. You got Mary Jane right there. It says, "Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot." And then turn Venom. This story's gonna be fun. It's about them figuring out each other and stuff like that. Excited for it. Next, we got Laura Kinney Wolverine issue number 6. I got the A cover on that one as well. I like that one more than the others, just because you got all of the Wolverine characters in there. So got that one. Now we finally got a DC. We got Two-Face issue number 6. We got the variant cover of that one right there, where you see Harvey Dent on the chair and Two-Face walking out. So I'm excited for this one. If I remember right, this is gonna be the last issue of the series, which kind of sucks, but I'm excited to see how it ends, if it does end, and everything like that. So I wish they would do more, but if not, this series is fantastic, so I'm excited for it. Next, we got Poison Ivy issue number 33. Got a variant cover there. She looks pretty cool. Not sure who the artist is on this one, but looks awesome, so I picked that one up. Next, we got the Atom Project issue number 5. Got a variant cover on that one as well. I believe this is the second to last of the issues, so we still got this one and one more, and then that'll be it of the Atom Project. But that cover looks pretty cool with like the atoms behind them and stuff in the universe. Pretty dope. Next, we got Black Canary, the best of the best, issue number 6. If I'm right, this is the last issue of this series as well, so this one comes to an end. It's a pretty good story. It's not part of the All-In universe, but I enjoyed reading it. A little side story about Black Canary, more like reality hitting her and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Definitely recommend checking that out. Next, we got Batgirl issue number 7. This is a brand new story arc about her finding out a little more about her mother. We did get the variant cover there where she's like on a light of some sort. It's like the top of a building on top of a light. Pretty cool. She looked dope right there, so I definitely picked that one up. Next, we got Absolute Superman issue number 7. We got a variant cover on that as well. Mainly for all DC, we get variant covers just because, like I said, I like that hard paper to protect it as well. And then, of course, you get a variant cover, and you get the A cover too inside right there, which is dope. So that one looks badass too. He kind of looks, you know, pretty cool looking over his shoulder and everything like that. Next, we got Absolute Green Lantern issue number 2. Variant cover there of Hal Jordan, but he's like a darkness coming from him, so excited to read that one. Next, we got JSA issue number 7. Again, this is them mourning over the death of Black Cat, I believe. We got a variant cover there. You got Green Lantern, Dr. Fate, and 2 other characters. I can't think of their names right now, but I think that looks freaking cool. It looks better in person than it does the camera. Camera looks a little bright, but on here it's not as bright, but looks freaking good. Next, we got Secret 6 issue number 3. We did get a variant cover on this one just because I thought the character is cool. It's a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, but it just looks badass too, so I picked it up. You got some lions, tigers there. You got Secret 6 issue number 3 with like I can't think of his. I'm learning these characters, so I don't remember his name. It's kind of like a darker Batman version person right there in a hot tub, it looks like. Next, I picked this one up because I'm super excited for this one. Definitely one of my favorite covers that I picked up, which is X-Men issue number 16. And we got the variant cover where it's a different variants of Scott, like his different costumes and stuff like that, how he was drawn up, everything like that. The front one is what he is now, and you got all the other different ones. So it's pretty cool. You can see him on the bottom too. That cover looks amazing. I was excited to read the story and also get that cover. Next, we got Storm issue number 8. We got a variant cover on that with her and Thor flying right at you with the lightning right behind him. So pretty cool. Next, we got Psylocke issue number 7. We got a variant cover on this one. This one looks pretty dope as well. You got her with some butterflies behind her. A different kind of artwork than how she's drawn in the comics. So she definitely looks different here, but still looks badass. Got more of that, like that Japanese kind of traits and stuff like that with her on this one. Pretty cool. Next we got Deadpool issue number 14. We did get a variant cover with the 2 Deadpools and Taskmaster right there, kind of just like with the moon behind them, just shooting at people. Pretty cool. The story's been enjoyable as well. I've been loving that. Now, last and not least of the single issues, we got the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 3. I was gonna get a different cover, but I ended up choosing this variant cover just because it's part of the main story, where you got the itsy bitsy spider fighting the Spider-Man right there. And in the story, I think it said like she called him dad. I don't know anything about this character, but I'm getting introduced to her in this series going on, so I'm excited for that. But that's all the single issues. Now we will go over the compact book I got. It is Kingdom Come from DC. I'm excited to have this. I heard it was a great story. The reason I really wanted to get it was every picture in here and the artwork's fantastic. It looks real realistic. Let me find a good picture to show you. These all look amazing, but let me get like a close-up of one. Right there, some of the heroes, so mainly Superman. As you can see, it's kind of hard to tell. This looks more realistic the way they draw it, so I'm excited for it to add this to the collection and to read it. I probably won't read it right away because I still got a bunch of other ones I got to read, but it's definitely something I'm very excited to have in the collection. And then that's the back of it too, where you got them fighting some people right there. So pretty cool. But that's everything that we picked up. Again, I know the beginning of the video is a little different than what I normally do. I hope you guys enjoyed that. But if you did, like the video and comment that you enjoyed it. Again, maybe I'll get a mount in my car so I can put the phone there and chit chat with you while I'm on my way to work or on the way to a comic book store, stuff like that. But again, that is everything that we picked up. All right there. Let me know what you guys picked up for New Comic Book Day and what you're excited to read. I'm excited for all of these. It's a big stack. We did miss one comic, which is West Coast Avengers issue number 7. I haven't been reading that series, but I'm always going to pick it up just because they have a negative, like these ones, a negative space variant cover of it, and I thought I want to collect it just in case I do get into it and don't want to miss the opportunity of collecting it. But they will wait to release that cover. I believe I got told to the 21st, which is kind of weird how they release a negative space variant cover later than the actual release of it. I don't know, it's pretty weird, but I'll have to wait off on that one, unfortunately. But when it comes out, I will definitely pick it up. I got that set up to get put aside for me already. So Again, if you guys enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next one.